Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Killstar haul. So if you like these types of videos, please consider subscribing and I will get into the video now. I'm not sure why my face is appearing quite pink. I am having to use my light behind me because I was hoping to film in natural light, but it's just suddenly rained and it's become super grey, so can't do that anymore. And also ignore the plaster on my hand because I did try and set up my tripod and it decided to take a chunk of skin from my hand. So I did do a Killstar haul, could have been the previous one I put up actually, where I included this jumper dress from Killstar called the Killmore jumper, I think. And it is this like purple tartan one, and I also included it in my monthly favourites just because I have literally been living in it still. So I was super obsessed with this in January and we're now in March and it still hasn't gone away. And I was looking for kind of something similar to this, so I decided to place another Killstar order. So I placed my order on the 24th of February and it was literally shipped the next day. And I believe they had 25% off knitwear, and then the rest of the items I bought were full price, but as you'll see they weren't like huge items or anything. So this haul is going to have one jumper, one like jewellery item and two stationery items. So yeah, it was shipped literally the same day and then I got it a few days later as always. As normal, it came in the Killstar packaging and then it's got my address on the back. And this time I didn't actually get the black envelope that they sometimes put in and then they sometimes don't. I thought as my order was over 50, that's kind of when they do put it in, so that was a bit strange. The first one I'm going to go through is the main clothing item, and this is called the Darklands Knit Sweater. And basically it's kind of the similar idea as the purple one, but it's in grey. Because originally, when I saw this on the website, you wouldn't make it out that it was literally a grey tartan. So this is what it kind of looks like. So as you can see, it is the same idea with this oversized boxy jumper dress kind of thing. And it was only actually when I was looking through the Dolls Kill website at Widow's new collection that I saw this on there and I was like, oh my gosh, where has that been? And someone did let me know in that video that they did have a grey version of it, but I just never saw it. And then I went back through the jumpers on the Killstar website and I found it. But if you click on the link below and you like are after this, you'll see in the photo that this almost looks black, like plain black on the model, which is very weird. It's kind of like the lighting hasn't been bright enough, but it is actually this really nice deep grey with black tartan on top of it. So once I saw it on the Dolls Kill model, I decided that I really wanted it. It was originally £50, whereas this one is in the sale for 40, and they usually have percentages off this one because I did get it for 20. I had this in my wish list part on Killstar, which has got a bit messed up recently. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I did in the end pay £33.74, which I feel like for a Killstar dress on me is quite a good price. As I mentioned, these do come up quite big. I did get mine in my usual size of a size small and it fits me well, but it is very, very oversized. But I do like that about it because it is more of a dress, so I can just wear tights or leggings and boots and things. So to start with, the tag looks like this. So again, same tag that came on that purple one, and it just has what it is on the back of it. And it's got the matching label inside with these kind of skeleton twins. And it says, "You will be too much for some people, those aren't your people." I have had this label before. And then the print is kind of repeated. As I said, it is a tartan. This feels a little bit thinner than the purple tartan. Like, as I have this right next to me, this does feel a lot thicker and this does feel a little bit thinner. As you can see, you can see through it almost, but when it's on, it's not see-through, if that makes sense. Just like last time, it does have these D-rings here. This time they are in like a more kind of gunmetal silver colour, and they are engraved with Killstar like the previous ones. This one does actually have like studs holding it up though on the purple one. whereas the grey one just has the D-ring. As I said, very similar. So it has a kind of crew neckline, which I really like, and then it has the tartan. There aren't as many rips on this one too, so it's kind of like the same idea as the purple one, but a little bit different. So I will just hold it up so you can see it a bit better. So as you can see, there's no real like rips in the front part of it, and then it does go down, very kind of boxy like. And then as you can see, there's a tiny rip here in the front, and there is a little one on this side too. And on the reverse side, this is plain, but then on the other side, this is also frayed too, to have that kind of distressed look. So the distressedness is a bit less on this one, and on the back I feel like it's quite plain in terms of that too. There is one here going down which is quite small again, and then the one I just pointed out which was on this side. And on the arms I don't think there's, oh, there's a little bit at the end, so hopefully you can see that. So then on the other sleeve there's not actually a piece of fraying here, it is actually further up, which is a little bit weird. So more of a kind of asymmetric design rather than the purple one, which is quite symmetrical. So that piece is up there. From having the purple one, I can say that I don't have any issues with it apart from it catching on the odd thing. Like if I'm in the kitchen and there's like a handle on a drawer, it does tend to catch on it, so I'd say just be careful with that, that you don't rip it or anything. But overall it hasn't really got in the way. I haven't caught it on much considering like how many rings I wear too. I could see it getting stuck in charm bracelets, but again I don't tend to wear charm bracelets, so yeah, I haven't had any issues with that previously, and I'm hoping this one will be the same. And yeah, so it's quite plain. I mean, the print is mainly the focus, I guess, on this one, and again it is quite long and it is more of a dress, which I do really like. I feel like you could either wear this casually like around the house with leggings, as I said, or you could put a belt around it with some long necklaces and a choker or something. I recently did get a choker from Aeon Leather that I am planning to do a video on, but I feel like this with like a big statement choker would look so good. So I am planning on doing an outfit of the day with one of these, so you will hopefully see that in the future. I felt like the £33 for it I paid was really good, considering it is Killstar and it is a dress on me, so it's more like a complete outfit rather than just the top half, if that makes sense. So yeah, really pleased with this one, and again it's just kind of like a blanket and I can probably just live in it basically forever, like I've been doing with the purple one. So that was the first item I got. The second one is a bracelet, and I don't actually have anything like this one. I will link everything that's available in the description box below if you are interested. However, I know like for certain that this is sold out on their website because I did get the last one. This one has a bit of a weird name. It's called the Blair Bitch wrist cuff in black, and it does say that it's one size, and it's basically this fake leather bracelet, and I'm guessing it's called a cuff because it is quite thick. But it arrived in this like mini Killstar packaging, and it was completely flat when I received it in the package, but I did actually wear it today, and I wore it the other day on top of a striped jumper. When I originally put it on just my skin, I felt like it didn't look as good as I was hoping, but what I've realised is if you layer it on top of jumpers, it looks so cool, and this is actually the thing I've worn so far out of the jumper and this, so I'm definitely glad I bought it. It was in the clearance section and it was £12.99, which I still feel is kind of pricey for something like this. The metal on it feels like a nice quality, but it is a fake leather. I mean, it feels really nicely made, so I'm not too bothered. I was kind of looking for some kind of more like traditional gothic bracelet, and a lot of them look quite masculine, so I was having kind of a hard time finding that. And then when I saw this on the website, I thought, well, that's perfect. And on the model, it looked super nice. I have quite small wrists, I guess, and it fits me on the tightest setting, and I was considering cutting this off because it made it bulk out, but actually when I wear it over jumpers it fits in the second one really nicely, and it's like perfect. It's not too tight, it's comfortable basically, so I am really happy with this one. The main details are it is a piece of fake leather, and it is also this really nice kind of suede-y material on the back, so if you did just want to wear it on your wrist, it's not scratchy or anything. It is actually super soft inside. I will just see if I can get the camera to pick that up. And if you are after this, definitely keep an eye on Depop, eBay, that kind of thing, because I'm sure one of these will go up at some point. So it has the poppers at either side, and then the main kind of detail on it is this layered piece of fake leather with these kind of stud like things that go through to the back with these D-rings on, and I really like the effect of this. So there are 5 D-rings in total, and what's really cool is you can actually like move them. They do stand up, so if you wanted this kind of look, almost like spikes, then it has that, but I usually keep them all flat like how it came. And I also like that there's not much going on the back, so when you're wearing it all the detail is on the front, so you're not going to kind of catch it or anything or pull anything off. So I really do like that they've done that, and I'm super happy I picked this up in the end, because I was a little bit skeptical. I was like, do I really need another bracelet? But actually I've been really surprised with this, and it was kind of what I was looking for, even though I didn't really realise it. And then the last 2 items are both stationery. So I've got the bat scented eraser, which I wanted as soon as it came out, but I never needed those extra things to like bump up the free shipping, if that makes sense. So because I did have a total of like 40 something, I thought, well, this is my chance to get it. They did come in these black boxes, and then it just says what it is on the back, and then inside, if I can open it, it does come in a plastic packaging, just I'm assuming stop it getting scratched. And then this is the bat eraser itself. Let's not drop it this time. So yeah, as you can see, it's quite a thick eraser, and it does have 2 small details, which are the eyes, and that is on one side only. If you followed my channel for a while, you will know that I really love stationery. I kind of like cute stationery too, if it kind of appeals to what I like. Not just like gothy stationery, like I do really like the Sarah Scribbles planner, which isn't really gothy in any way. But when there are like spooky stationery involved, I just love it. I was really excited when this came out, even just to have in your pencil case. I just think it's adorable. Like, I doubt I would use this just because I don't want him to lose his shape. These erasers, I'm trying not to say like rubbers because that's what we call them over here, but apparently that means something completely different in America. But they do actually smell like chocolate, because when they came out on the website it says bat scented eraser, and people are like, why is it going to smell like bats? But it does actually have like a cocoa kind of smell, kind of like hot chocolate, kind of that very fake chocolate smell, if that makes sense. But it does smell really nice, and I think it'll be cute to add to my spooky Coffin pencil case that I bought from Killstar in one of my hauls with the Death March dress, which I'll link in the eye if you want to go see that. And that one did cost $2.99. Quite expensive for an eraser, but then it is Killstar, and it is like something you're not gonna find that easily. And secondly, this one I was kind of more excited about because I would actually get some use out of it and it still looks cool. And this is called the Coffin Pencil Sharpener. And again, same price, £2.99. Again, pricey for a pencil sharpener, but it is actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be. For some reason I thought it would be like one of those really tiny ones, but just in a coffin shape. But this is actually a really decent size, and I like that they've brought out these, especially because even if you're not that into stationery, like I don't really write with pencils at all, I always use pens, but I figured I could use this for makeup pencils, like the white crayon that I use for the white inside part of my eyeliner. Like I feel like that would be really cool. So this is what it looks like up close. So it's just kind of a standard pencil sharpener. It's got one of these parts where you put the pencil, so it's not like a double one. Quite thick, and yeah, it's in the shape of a coffin, which is really, really cool. So the pencil case I was talking about earlier is this one. So I just feel like now I've got the complete set, apart from the pencils. The last thing from the stationery range that I need to get are the like Goth 3-pack of pencils. So yeah, and then I will finally have completed my stationery kit. But I do have, everything's falling today. I do have some like things from Spooky Box in here. The bone eraser that we got from Spooky Box, the Nightmare Before Christmas stationery that I put in my collective haul, if you want to go and watch that, and just some like other stationery. I have a Jack Skellington there. So these are going to be perfect just to add to this. So yeah, I did kind of buy these more because I could either pay for the postage or I could pay a little bit extra and get 2 new things. My total came to £52.71, which I felt like was a good price for everything, considering the jumper itself was £50 to begin with. I don't think I would have paid £50 just because that's quite a lot for a jumper. I always tend to wait until something goes on sale. That was my Killstar haul. Let me know if you've picked up any of the stationery and what the pencils are like, and if you recommend them or not. And let me know if you also went ahead and bought the purple or the grey tartan jumper and what you think. Like this video if you did enjoy it. Press the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload. Please consider subscribing if you want to watch more of these types of videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.